Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Airwave Hot Weather Mesh Jacket, available at RevZilla.com/REV'IT. Now, the REV'IT Airwave is the successor to one of the most popular textile jackets that we've ever seen come through the doors here at RevZilla.com, the original REV'IT Air. The beauty of the Airwave is they've taken a very successful design, and in our opinion, they've improved upon it. The first thing, if you've been a REV'IT customer, if you've been a REV'IT fan, that you're going to notice about the Airwave is that the sizing is different. The Air was one of the most constrictive cuts, the most what we would call European cuts that we had seen in previous times from REV'IT. The armholes were a bit small. Some of the fit through the shoulders were slightly different what the American market was used to. And what REV'IT has done is they've really taken a step forward in the evolution of their fit, and it really does fit more in line with what we would consider touring cut. So where I would wear an extra large, or Peter would wear an extra large in the original Air, we're now larges in now the Air Jacket. So in the past, when you were on the cusp or you had to go a size up, now you can really stay true to that size chart, and you're going to be spot on in the REV'IT sizing for the most part with this new Airwave jacket. Now, to home in exactly on size, I wear now a large, Peter wears a large. For frame of reference, Peter's 6 foot 195, 42-inch chest, Peter. And I'm about 5'9", 175, but I have almost a 44-inch chest. It's a little bit more snug on me across the shoulders, but again, we're both in that same size. Now, if we look at it aesthetically, it is totally different. It takes the same DNA from that Air, and it's just a nice styled upgrade. You're still going to see the power shell and the impact areas, and one of my favorite things about the new style Airwave is now the mesh, it's a slightly tighter weave. It's still designed to flow tons of air. You're looking at a coat that's going to perform excellently in the hottest times of the year. But now with the slighter, tighter weave mesh, you actually have this style that almost has a different reflective quality to it, and at first glance, you're not really sure if you're looking at a mesh coat. I personally, sometimes when you see a mesh coat that has the big gauge mesh, sometimes I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of how that looks, but with the tighter weave mesh, it just looks really nice and it matches with the rest of the coat. You're still getting all the things we expect from REV'IT as well. So it's attention to detail. It's YKK zippers, spring-loaded snaps, design snaps. You're going to see, one of the newer features here, if you come in really tightly, you can see some of these stitch reinforcements. I remember the first jacket we saw was the sand. They started coming out with that, and now we're seeing it as really a style, but also functional update on a lot of the newer style or newer model REV'IT apparel. You're also using Knox Flexiform armor now, shoulders as well as elbow, and the back panel is still going to be upgradable to a Knox TP2 back protector. The Flexiform is just as protective as it's always been, but now it's a bit more comfortable. It has a little bit more give to it as it relates to the interface with your body. One of the big changes that we're seeing for 2012 with the new Airwave is that you're going to have a slightly different collar. The nice upgrade, turn backwards for me, Peter. The nice upgrade is going to be this big neoprene roll, and it's a bit, in my opinion, it's a bit higher than we originally had on the original Air. Come back around to the front for me, Peter. But if we look, you're going to see that we've gotten rid of the adjustable neck positioner, and we really just have gone to a more simple, spring-loaded, but a more simple two-position neck strap on this one of the more basic jackets from REV'IT that's still going to fall in that sub $200 price point. Now, thinking about colorways, you're going to have 5 colorways. You have your black, your gunmetal. This is the silver red option, which, if anything tells us from the previous Air jacket of what will be popular, this will probably be the top selling option. But the nice part, again, going into 2012, is now we also have a high-vis option. So instead of red, you're going to have a high-vis yellow, which is that color-fast high-vis yellow, because REV'IT uses the most premium stuff and it's not going to fade on you. Turn to the side, I want to show under the arm. So if we look here, we have our sleeve, we have our armor, reflective panel. You have a basic cuff. That's going to be a basic Velcro cuff. Notice the meshes on the inside, and you're going to have your power shell on the outside, which is going to be more in an impact area. As I pull his arm up, you can see the mesh goes all the way underneath the armpit, and then down. We also have a panel here as well, and then we have our adjustment across the hip on both sides. Come back around to the back for me one more time. Reflectivity underneath the REV'IT logo. You also have a reflective stripe towards the top. And moving down, you have that longer seat, which also has that connection zipper as well if you're wearing a pair of REV'IT pants or the Airwave pants, which match and make this a full outfit. You're going to be able to connect them up really nicely. Come back around towards the front for me, Peter. So now that we have Peter out of the Airwave, I have it kind of on the table in front of me, and what you're going to notice as well is that I've switched to the high-vis version. I think it looks great. I wanted to continue the video and really show some more live action shots of this colorway because we're really sure it's going to be extremely popular, especially with the touring crowd that's safety conscious. Now, if we look at it, some of the nuances I didn't get to. I didn't talk about the pockets. You have nice big pulls on the pockets on both sides, but really as I pull this bad boy open, you're going to see a similar style mesh construction on the internal guts that we've seen from other previous lightweight REV'IT jackets. You also have a Napoleon pocket here. It's actually not a Napoleon pocket, but it's an inside left pocket. You're going to have one with Velcro on the right. There's a zipper here on the left. And notice here's my pocket for my Knox TP2 back protector, which you can purchase from us at RevZilla.com. That's sub $30. But again, it's that Knox shape, which we see so many times. It's just a very universal piece of CE-rated back protection. I did mention the short connection zipper to zip right to the Airwave or any other REV'IT pants that have that 7-inch short connection zipper. And what I didn't mention when Peter was wearing it is that I have just like the original Air, I have a elasticated, it's actually elasticated on the new version, it wasn't in the old, jeans loop. So what that means is if I have a pair of jeans on, I'm doing some light city riding and I don't want to put my motorcycle pants on, I can ensure that the back of this jacket stays down by connecting that to my back belt loop. The last thing I want to show here is that, again, they've added this nice, really nice neoprene roll here at the top, so it's not going to chafe the back of your neck. I believe we first saw this on the CR and some of the other leather jackets. It's nice to see this feature start to creep over into the textile world because we find it very effective and people have a great experience with it. The last thing I want to touch on here, and again, you'll see these little loops in here, again, for your stereo, for your earbuds if you want to wire them up from this pocket. But as I pull it, I'm going to pull out a piece of this Knox Flexiform armor from the shoulder, give you a good sense of what's going to protect you in an impact. And here's my Knox Flexiform armor. The shoulders, it's symmetrical armor, so both the elbow forearm and the shoulders are going to be different, but they're going to be the same for both sides. And notice here the flex that we have to it, it's CE rated, it's updated from Knox, it's REV'IT staying current and sourcing the best available materials that will work with this level of product. So remember, we want to hear what you think. We want to know what you think of the new Airwave as it relates to the old Airwave, the styling of it, the fit, the direction that REV'IT's going. We want all of your feedback because we take it into consideration based on what we help us home in on the right products to feature to the market. So leave us a comment on YouTube, leave us a comment on Facebook, share it. Let us know what you think, like it or dislike it. We want to hear your feedback. And as always, if you like the videos that we produce, please subscribe to us on YouTube at RevZilla TV. As always, this bad boy is going to be $39. We're going to ship for free, we'll exchange for free, send it back to us in new condition, we'll give you 100% back to your card if you just don't like it, and you can earn Team Zilla cash on it. And if you have any questions, shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thank you for watching our detailed breakdown of the new for 2012 REV'IT Airwave Jacket, available in men's, 5 colors, available in ladies, up sizes from small to 4XL, available at RevZilla.com/Rev'IT. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.